Yes, guys, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome once again to CAD Engine tutorials on Archicad 20. Thank you guys for the support you have been giving. And in this video, we will be talking about the window 2, the second part or portion of the window 2 tutorial we stopped last week. And in this video we will be talking about window 2, and like we said on the last tutorial, where you get the window settings, you either type Ctrl T, hit Ctrl T, the shortcut, or you come here, you double click twice. So we will be talking about, we have talked about the basic window, this window, and then the special window, this window. These all other windows, the something that is special about them is that they have slanted edges, or this thing you can set their number of their, but for us to be handling that now, it is going to be the tutorial is going to be bored. So let's just skip it to the basic window that we had. And then the sliding window is more or less like the basic window. You just set the frame here, you set whether the two will be sliding or one of them will be sliding. Then you set the frame. Remember, you check here for uniformness of the frames. Then you check, you do this, you check this one for uniform sashes. One window shouldn't be handle type. You select the type of handle that your window is going to be that is going to be on your window, and here you check the frame and sash surfaces, what you want them to be. Remember the reveal, and then remember the masonry arc, how to do the settings. If you don't know it, the settings, then you should go back and rewatch, or you have not subscribed because you didn't get the videos, because you have not subscribed. Now I will urge you to subscribe, give us a thumbs up for everything you have been learning so far. And here you check the casing, if you need an outside casing or inside casing. You come here, you set it outside or inside. Here is where you set the lines. Remember, we will deal with this on a later video, but for now we are dealing with these windows. This is the window you are going to be dealing with today: horizontal multi-sash window and the vertical multi-sash window. So let's get to that. Horizontal multi-sash window. Now I will urge you to pay attention to this one, but let me start with the vertical multi-sash windows, because this one is the one that we mostly use in staircases, in windows and steps. This is the type of window that we use. Those windows that run tall, very tall, the same type, the same setting, the same way of inserting this window. This horizontal vertical multi-sash window is the same way that we are going to be doing with the horizontal multi-sash window. So I would like you to listen very attentively. So pens number, I will solemnly urge you that before let me remove this. I'll leave it. Let me set this wall to let me set the wall height to 12,000. Okay. Now, before you put the vertical multi-sash window, you must have calculated where the window sill is, the height of the window sill to the header of the window where it is going to be inserted. You must have calculated the height. Now you should know the height of that wall, the height of the window itself, so that when you get to the settings, pens number can either be 1 or 2. Why I say is 1 or 2? If you want all the windows to be opening, you set it to 1, then set the window to be open. Now if you want the window to 1 should be opening while the other should not be opening, or maybe 1 should be opening, 2 will not be opening, then you set it to 3. listen very carefully. This is very critical. So I normally use two. One will be opening and the other one will not be opening. Uniform pins, yes, if you don't want them to be uniform, then you set it to asymmetric and then set the height of the one to the next. Now like this, that you have calculated the height of the window and you know where the window is going to stop. Now take the dimension of one window and now put it there. Don't check multiply unit. Don't check multiply unit. Okay, yes, check multiply unit, because that is what you are going to be using to multiply the windows on the wall. Now this is the height of the axis distance of one window. It will go the distance you will drag it to, then it will now insert another window for you. Number of copies, it has to be on 2. It has to be on 2 because 1 is the minimum. So sash is to show on this is leave it to 1. Keep axis distance. This is very important. This setting we are doing here is very important. Now for the normal case, you check this to be uniform. Now set these ones, do the normal settings for this one. 50, yes, 5. This is the glass thickness, as you can see, that's why it's 5. And in this one is set to 40. Then this one set to 30, the same with the reef, with the sash thickness. Now let's get going. Uniform sashes, yes, you can see. Let me just set this one to okay, leave it like that. Let me check this to 900. Oh yes, 900. So sash 1 and sash 2, this is where you put the type of opening type. Now I want sash 1 to be fixed. Now sash 2 should be open, but I want it to be top hung. You can change that later in the day. So let's go. You all know this one. This is the frame, whatever. So let's just put it to plastic laminate and then let's move. Reveal, you put 50. Remember your masonry arc, how to set it. Let me refreshing your memories again. Okay, uncheck this. 0.1. Okay, here we go. We are done with that. Keystone surface, give me white. All right, thank you. I need casing for the window. 100, 250, 125, because my give this 2 and 0. Thank you. Now I can put a complex with overhang, yes, rectangular, decorative on casing side. Okay, on side casings. Okay, now this is not where. Okay, okay, so this is our window. Yes, sail to wall base. That's correct. So I don't need all these projections here. I just need my window to be my window. So you remove this 0, make this 0 too, so they get out. Now you hit OK when you're done. Now put this here. Okay, now let's get to the 3D window. This is where the main editing is to be made. Now you check the window, and okay, let's go to here and then check this multiply unit. Okay, now this is what the multiply unit does for you. Now those two windows that you placed there, you placed this and this. Now you multiplied it, it brought out this one and this one again. One is openable and the other is not. Now this one that is openable, this one that the window is now a single window. Now if you want this window to grow as tall as here, now you have to, as you have checked the multiply unit after you have set the window and put it in a wall, you come back and set the multiply unit, or you can set it before you even, when you are doing the settings. Now for you to drag this window, it does not stretch. Let me uncheck the multiply unit again to show you what I am talking about. It does not, when you stretch the height, you see it's just the two windows, it is just the two windows that are stretching, and it is following the cursor. Anywhere the cursor is, it is following the cursor. But now if you check the multiply unit, now the window doubles. Now the next thing, the one thing that is very nice of this multiply unit is when you are dragging it, as this something has that stretch. If you are dragging it up, it is multiplying the windows into the two windows you have told it, I want one window opening and one window not opening. Now the two windows is what is going to be multiplying and multiplying. Once the distance of the two windows have reached, it will keep multiplying the units until the required dimension that you have put there. This is just one window. If you delete that, it goes. This is one window. And now you can even open a window in 3D window. Now I want this window. As you can see, this small node here, this small dot, this color dot, you click it and then you can open the window. You can open the windows in 3D. As you can see, it's opening. Yes, now these windows are now open. These windows are now open. So this is how you do these things in Archicad. This is why I want you to be conscious of this window. This window is very sensitive. So for the purpose of this lecture, for this tutorial, I will stop here and continue in the next video. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and press the notification button. And whatever questions you have, you can leave it down below in the comment section, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.